breaking down the outlook on energy. Jackie DeAngelis is at the CERAWeek conference in Houston, Texas. She's currently joined by Chevron Technology Ventures President Barbara Burger. Jackie.
Good afternoon to you, Akiko, and Barbara, good afternoon to you as well. Here at CERAWeek, so much of the conversation is centered around technology, and there are different parts of your business that focus on it. But let's first start with the oil boom and how technology has been used to bring costs down, and then we'll look to the future.
Sure. So thanks for having me.
Sure.
So I run the Technology Ventures company, and so we look at external innovation and look for how to bring it into Chevron. And there's been a lot of innovation focused towards lowering the cost and increasing the pace of the operations in our unconventional business. From data analytics to different drilling technologies to water management, it runs the gamut.
So you use technology to streamline the basics, right? Mm-hmm. The core bread and butter part of the business, but you're also thinking about it when you think about the future in terms of innovation and what Chevron will be in 5 years, 10 years.
Sure, and further out from that. We're 140 years
right.
old, and we're going to be another 140 years. So, the world needs more energy, reliable, affordable, ever cleaner. And that's going to take innovation, and that's where I come in my organization. And we look external to Chevron because not all the answers are internal. And we look at people that are developing technology in different forms of energy, all along the value chain from the generation all the way to the consumer.
And these will be some of the conversations that you'll have when you're walking around CERA. You told me before we started that you were so amazed by how technology has become a central driving factor of this conversation. It's not just about energy and energy prices necessarily anymore. It's about how to integrate it into your business, not just at Chevron, but across the board.
That's right. And there's a section of CERA called Agora, and it started, I think, 3 years ago, very small, and it continues to grow. And I think this year it's really bigger than the main part of CERA. In fact, they're having to, it burst the seams and it went to the convention center. But even in the main part of CERA, the conversations on the podium are about innovation, about change, about improvement, about possibility.
And it's funny because while we were talking, you mentioned to me that when they offered you this position within Chevron, where you've been working for a long time, that you weren't scared of the technology.
No, I mean, my background is, first of all, science, chemistry was my education, but I've also worked in different businesses, and so I guess one of my claims to fame would be I can climb a learning curve. And if you're thinking about innovation, by definition it's new, and so you have to be able to learn and then really think about, so where would that fit in Chevron? What problem or what opportunity could you match to that?
As a woman executive, not only in the energy industry, but also dealing with technology, it can be a lonely place, as we also said. How do you sort of mentor others that are coming up through the ranks and try to make sure that women have more of a place in energy as we move forward?
Sure, so that it's one of my passions, and the good news is we're making progress, but there's still a long way to go. So I am deeply indebted to the role models I had. There were not very many. I had some in my family and some in the company and some in academia. And so I want to play that role for women coming up. In large measure, if they can learn the things I learned, but at a younger age, at an earlier age, or maybe with less collateral damage, that'll be good for them.
That makes a lot of sense. Barbara Burger, thank you so much for your time today. Great to see you.